Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I hate having trouble with kit, but then cheap little units are exactly what they are, and it was probably my fault. My humidistat is going all over the place. Its reading is absolutely miles off. It's about 75% in here. I've got two other units to back that up, and the reading on here says 44, which is miles out. And as soon as the humidifiers come on, the reading drops like a stone. It was actually supposed to go up. So I think what's probably happened is I've managed to get some water in the sensor. They are fragile. They have to be open like that or they don't work. And I've been keeping a glass up here with my TDS and pH meter in. And as you can appreciate, pick it up and do that with it. It'd be quite easy to drip on that, wouldn't it? So I shall have to get a new one now. See, it's dropping like a stone at the moment and the humidifiers are on. So I'm just going to have to switch to manual. I mean, we're getting cloudy days with some bright spells. So the need for the foggers at the moment is very little. We've just got showery weather for the foreseeable future, basically, so I don't expect high temperatures. I can just keep my eye on it and turn them on manually every now and again if it drops too low. Obviously it's only a daytime thing. There's plenty of humidity in here at night, but yeah, I mean, I've had that unit a while now and there's nothing wrong with the unit, I don't think. It's just the sensor, and of course without the sensor the unit becomes useless. But to save mucking about with loads of wiring, I'll have to order a new one, but what I'm hoping to do is just replace the sensor on this one, and if that works then I don't have to change all the wiring and muck about too much. I've just got to take the sensor off and wire the new one in. Now, I've got choices now. There's one that purports to be in England, but looking at the negative feedback against that supplier, there are lots of people saying not UK based, took 3 weeks and stuff like that. And these units are made in China. Now, I can order one from that company, the only one I can see based in the UK, at £17, or I can order one direct from China for £11. And I'll have to wait for it to arrive, obviously. It'll probably be on a slow boat. You've heard the expression, haven't you? Slow boat from China. I must admit, last time I got one of these units, I ordered it from China and it was here in just over a week. So it's not actually that long to wait. And as long as we get dull weather, you know, doing the humidifiers manually is not a big deal. It really isn't. So yeah, bit of kit problems, but you know. So as you can see, the humidifiers are both on at the moment. They're both going flat out, and that reading has dropped from the high 30s. It's now down into the 20s with the humidifiers on. So it's reading backwards, basically. It's back to front. The more humidity I get, the lower the reading. I'm just wondering whether I should switch it from humidify to dehumidify, because it's got both functions. I'm going to have a play with this. I might be able to con this thing into doing what I want. I'll have a play. Well, that seems to have worked. It's obviously temporary. I have ordered a new one, but yeah, I've switched it to dehumidify because the sensor's reading backwards, so as the humidity goes up the reading goes down, yeah, and vice versa. But just changing that switch over, I've got a little bit of control now. It's still not quite right, but it's better than it was before. So it's weird, you know, the reading climbs and then it triggers it, the humidity starts coming on and the reading drops until it gets to the point that the unit turns off again. It's completely back to front, and it's sort of working. I wouldn't say it's working properly, but it probably means I can walk away for it for a bit. But in case anything strange happens at night, the last thing I want is these things switching on overnight, because obviously temperatures are dropping quite low at nights now. So I've sort of got it working again temporarily. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll just pull the plugs out and just turn one of them on manually when I think I need it, but I don't really need it at the moment. I mean, the other two, I'm up at 78%. That's higher than I would like at that temperature, but it'll do. Yeah, a few points here and there don't matter. And then the humidity's on and the reading's dropping. It's just back to front. But it's sort of working. You know, I've adjusted some settings, and you know, the humidity makes the reading drop to such a point where the units switch off. So weird. Flipping gadgets, nothing but a problem. They're great when they work, but as soon as something goes wrong, you know, you've got to deal with it. So the new one will arrive at whenever. I decided to order from the UK supplier. Just for the sake of £5, I don't really want to wait 3 weeks. You know, the effort I would have to put in to do everything manually in that time. So you can see the readings drop right down, and now that the readings dropped, it's turned off. But it's sort of working, you know. Oh well, that'll do for now. See you again.